Shalom, shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to get into a brief lesson and, Lord willing, share this article with you, Akiyam and Akwav. And then, Abaratazah is edifying to you, Akiyam and Akwav. Man, we're living in beautiful times. We're living in dangerous, but beautiful times. Okay, we're living in a time where Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, he's no longer hiding himself, man. Okay, and what the world deems as UAPs, aerial phenomenons in reality, man. Okay, these are the chariots of Israel. Just like in ancient Egypt, when Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai began to visit the Pharaoh, man, upon delivering us by Moses and Aaron, man. Okay, that's why when you look into the hieroglyphics in Egypt, okay, there's drawings of like flying saucer-looking images, man, objects. Those were the chariots, man. Okay, those were the chariots, man. We know Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. He was he followed us as a cloud by day and as a light by night, man. That was the chariot, man, which Yahweh Shai was in. You see? And this time around, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is visiting Egypt again, man, with the chariots, man. This is what these chariot sightings are all about, all over the West, man. The majority of them are on the West, man, over here on this Western Hemisphere, man. That's not a coincidence, man. Okay, that's because the greatest destruction is going to come to this part of the world. Also the greatest deliverance, man. As it's written in Jeremiah chapter 16 and in chapter 23. Okay, the Lord's going to deliver us from the land of the north and wherever we've been scattered. But the greatest gathering is happening here in the north, and over here in the north, in the northwest. You see? So this is beautiful, man. The Lord showing himself, man, for those of us that have the spirit on us, that have the spiritual faculties to be able to hone in on what's truly happening. We're well aware of what we're witnessing, man. Okay? And it's the power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai on full display. Let's go here real quick. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 36, and verse 6, and it reads, the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 6, and it reads, show new signs and make other strange wonders, man. And these chariot sightings, these are strange wonders, man. Tokens on display from the Lord, letting those of the hopeful elect know our power liveth and that he's on his way, man. He's on his way. Look at, glorify thy hand and thy right arm. Who's that? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Hey, Yahweh Shai's always been on the scene, man. Yahweh Shai's always been on the scene, man. From Genesis to Revelations, man. Yahweh Shai was there. Let's go. That they may set forth thy wondrous works, man. Okay, and the greatest wondrous work is going to take place in these days to come when the Lord delivers his elect, okay, from off this planet. Okay, in the form of that salvation you can read about in Revelations 11, man. Where you're going to see those of the elect literally get caught up in tractor beams, man. And beamed into chariots, man. This is going to be something the world never thought they would ever see. Okay, things that you can only see in movies, man, is going to take place in real time. Okay, and we're witnessing the build up to it. But right now, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, he's spying out this land through his angels, man. And Esau's scared as hell. Let's get this, right? This is from April 4th, 2024. So some months ago, but hey, it's still relevant. Okay, it's still relevant. Look, the title reads, and the source is space.com. The title reads, Western U.S. residents report the most UFO sightings. Let's read that again. Western U.S. residents report the most UFO sightings. What are they actually seeing? Right? What are they actually seeing? We have the answers to that. Okay? They're seeing the chariots of Israel. This is what they're seeing. They don't know that though. Okay? But check this out. Esau, you know, Esau always has an explanation through his pseudoscience. But we know that he's off. Okay? Esau doesn't have understanding. Look, it's difficult to explain why we have this many more sightings in the West. No, it's not. It's easy to explain. But anyways, continuing on. Those of us in the Western U.S. who enjoy vast open spaces may also be more likely to report UFO sightings, a new study suggests. An analysis of unidentified aerial phenomenon reports is a new umbrella term that includes UFOs not just in the sky, but also in space and underwater. See? Yeah, man. The Navy has had made reports of seeing, these submarine military men have reported seeing on the Doppler radar, man, these objects, man, moving at speed that's unnormal to be able to move that fast underwater, man. You see? And to make the movements that they're making. As a matter of fact, a beloved brother from Jersey, Saints of Jersey, made a video going into this council that we're having, I believe, in the Pentagon. As a matter of fact, if I can find the video, I'm gonna clip it into this lesson, Lord willing, because they speak on that briefly regarding the underwater phenomenon they witnessed. You see?
Statement that the Pentagon's Public Affairs Office employs a psychological operations officer as the singular point of contact for UAP-related inquiries. Why the heck would they do that?
Sure, that's a great question. I would ask the Pentagon. There's a long history here of that individual providing misleading and false information to the public through various news outlets and media outlets in order to discredit this topic. I have personally been victim to it. We have the documentation to substantiate where this information has been absolutely inaccurate, that has been provided time and time again, and it turns out that individual was also working with former leadership of AARO at the time as well.
And we punish them by giving them multi-million dollars more than they ask for every year. Admiral Gallaudet, you mentioned in your opening statement on an email you received from the operations officer of the Fleet Forces Command regarding unknown objects almost colliding with U.S. military planes. Did anyone respond with knowledge of what the objects were?
I received no response, sir.
Did the exercise get canceled?
The exercise did not get canceled.
Why do you think the commander of Fleet Forces operations officer never discussed the incident again?
Sir, I'm speculating because I didn't have an exchange with him, but I believed it to be part of a special access program, the information and the video, which we have known now it was, and he realized he couldn't share that openly with the recipients of the email, and therefore the email was pulled from everybody's account.
Again, tell us what happened to the email from the commander of Fleet Forces.
The day after I received it, and all the other recipients received it, which were all the subordinate commanders of U.S. Fleet Forces, so 1- and 2-star admirals, including strike group commanders, the email was wiped or deleted from our accounts,
okay, and
then no one talked about it.
All right. Have you specifically had any experience with submersible objects?
So I've no personal experience, but I've had witnesses on submarines come to me and say they've seen on sonar data.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
How would you characterize those, and how do they move?
The one instance that was revealed to me was in the 80s on a nuclear-powered submarine, a ballistic missile submarine, that the object exhibited the characteristics of a Russian torpedo in terms of its speed of movement and closing rate with the submarine, and then it slowed and followed the submarine slowly in its wake, for a period of minutes and then rapidly exited the scene. And nothing that we know of and technology-wise could replicate that.
And the speed of these objects was faster than anything that we have or anybody else has that would be manned. Is that correct?
It was on the order
Underwater.
of a torpedo. So
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But as it exited,
Well, I don't exactly know how fast a torpedo is, but I expect it does better than my old outboard Scott Atwater, so I'll take that as a yes. So.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is no longer hiding himself, man. Now he's spying you out, Evil E. We're in the time of your visitation, man. The scripture said that he will visit you. You thought he was lying? Look, suggests local environmental factors play a role in the number of UAP sightings reported. No, local environmental factor. No, man, it's the Lord. And Esau would never admit it, right? He would never admit that it's of a higher power visiting him, because he thinks he's that higher power. Look, the study, based on about 9,800 reports over 20 years, as cataloged in an open source online data set maintained by the National UFO Research Center, modeled how reported UAP sightings coincide with environmental variables such as light pollution and cloud cover. Oh man, that's the spirit, because we know, pursuant to the scriptures, what these chariots can cloud cloak. Let's go back to the scriptures real quick. See, the scriptures cover everything, man. And ain't no hiding, E. Let's go ahead and move that. Psalms is at 104. Here we go. Hey, check this out. The book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 1, and it reads, "Bless the Lord Yahweh, O my soul. O Lord Yahweh, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain," man. This is the power that we're dealing with, that we're serving. He stretches out the heavens like a curtain, man. Like, you wake up in the morning time and you want some sunlight in the house, you know. You wake up, you peel the curtains back. And that's how the Lord's dealing, man. Okay, when it comes to the heavens. This is that type of magnificent power that we're dealing with. All right, earth is his footstool. You see? And Esau thinks he's greater than that. Let's continue on. "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind." You see? He maketh the clouds his chariot, man. These clouds have the ability to cloud cloak, whether you believe that or not. You see? Esau can't explain the type of technology that's on display in the form of these chariots, man. To the point where they just got to call them as phenomenons, man. Because it's above his understanding. Okay? Let's get a little bit more here. And we're not going to read this article in its totality. Let's get a little more. Let me read up a little bit. Bear with me. Let me just make this left. Let me start from here. National UFO Research Center, right, modeled how reported UAP sightings coincide with environmental variables such as light pollution and cloud cover, as well as things like proximity to airports and military installations. And we know they've been visiting the military spots, man. There was one time they were playing with the missile arm and disarm mechanism, right? The results reveal the majority of reported sightings originate in the western U.S., okay, along with smaller hotspots in the northeastern U.S., man. Why? Because the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom. We're going to leave the article right there. Lord willing, I'm going to post it in the description box for you, Akim and Akwath. Let's get some of these precepts. The book of Amos, chapter 9. In verse 8, and it reads, "Behold," which means look, "the eyes of the Lord power Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom." And this, to keep it into context, this was talking about, Israel originally. You know, being that they were operating under a wicked vibration, transgression, tripping. Okay? This now coincides with evil E. Okay? And if you don't believe me, just take a glance into this kingdom. Is it not sinful? Is it not wicked? Is it not adverse to the Lord? Of course it is, man. Completely. That's why the Lord's visiting it. This is why the angels are on the scene in the form of these chariots, man. You see? They're doing reconnaissance missions, man. Bringing back the report to the Lord. Like, yeah, it's ready to go. It's ready to go, man. Look it. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Right, because a remnant's going to be delivered out of it. That precious grape cluster that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has put so much work into, man. So much labor. That remnant, man, that elect is going to be delivered up out of it, man. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. You see? And you can't escape the eyes of the Lord, man. He's everywhere, man. There's nowhere you could run, and there's nowhere you can hide, E. The Lord told you that there was going to be a time where he was going to visit you, man. And now we're in that time. Okay, and you can't go so far into the heavens. You can't go so far into the ocean. You can't go into the darkest part of the earth to be able to hide yourself from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. There's absolutely nowhere you can go. And the King, our beloved King David in the book of Psalms mentions that. There's nowhere you could run, and there's no, matter of fact, let's go get that. Psalms 139. Let's start at verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, which is underground, right? Behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say surely, the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee, man. See? So there's no way you can go, man. The scripture's telling us that the darkness is a light to the Lord, man. And that's not a surprise. You have something called an owl that can see in the dark. And an owl is one of many nocturnal animals that can do that. But if the Lord can create an animal that can see in the dark, you think he can't? Okay? And we're living in the darkest, grimiest kingdom. Okay? And there's not a corner in it. You're gonna be able to hide yourself, E. Okay? There's not a corner in it. You're gonna be able to hide yourself, man. So yeah, man, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for giving us the vision, man. Okay? We know, okay, that our power liveth. And we know that these quote-unquote UAPs that these people are witnessing are in actuality the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is what we're witnessing, man. Okay, we can see, man. Just like Elisha could see, but his servant couldn't. Okay, that account. when that Syrian king sent his military to descend upon Elisha. Elisha could, matter of fact, let's go get that account. We'll close out there. We can see, man. And hey, he's gonna send his military upon us. But guess what? Like Elisha said to his servant, we're gonna get it. There's more with us, man. The book of 2 Kings chapter 6. In chapter 15 And it reads, we'll read down a little bit. And when the servant of the man of power was risen early and gone forth, behold, a host, which is an army, compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, at last, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Elisha could see the chariots, okay, above them, waiting for the signal to defend them. You see? But his servant couldn't see. He didn't have that vision. He didn't have that spiritual eyesight. But he received it right here. Let's get it. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord Yahweh, I pray thee open his eyes, referring to his servant, that he may see. And the Lord Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha, man. Okay? So here it is, his servant could see the chariots, man, of Israel flying above them, man. Okay? This was the type of divine protection that our righteous, upright forefathers had in the days of old, man. And this is the type of defense system that's going to be on scene in these latter days, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to defend his elect. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number, man. This is why the Lord told us he will fight for us, man. He likened us unto a worm. We have no power in our hand. We have no standing military. But I'll tell you what we do have. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua in the form of the chariots of Israel. You fools, you mere mortals on this planet deem UFOs, man. That's our defense. And it's going to be on full display in the days to come. Okay? When mercy becomes seasonable, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Shalom.